Hey Aquarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from January 31st through February 2nd, 2025. This is for Aquarius. Last shuffle for Aquarius. Let's see what's going on, Aquarius. We have great achievement here, and then we have present power. Your strengths are being highlighted here. They're saying don't rush anything, that you are so privileged that you just need to create a more balanced life for yourself. They're showing that you may be separating from people or have separated from people, and that time apart is on the horizon, which means that you're going to have to cut, I won't say cut people out, but you're going to have to kind of separate from people and take a break, and so you could trust this new path that you're on. They're showing a creative new path where you are shining, where you're getting back to who you are so that you know what actions to take. It's really important that you're in that space. Your great achievement is you've learned a lot. You'll learn a lot more if you are balanced. There's something about needing to understand something. You're a very privileged person. They're showing here, and there's something about you needing to focus on where you came from, but also in a space, not necessarily the journey itself, but who you are, right? Where you came from, the original person that started this journey. Where is that person, right? Focus on the good. I'm seeing angel number 1551 here. Focus on the good. Keep your concentration on the outcomes you want, right? And it's time to be put faith or to apply faith to your situation. Is not time to act. There are actions that need to be taken, but the actions are not rushed. You're not being pushed into anything, pressured in anything. You need to faith and time is very important. Put faith and time into your ideas, pursue your goals with everything you've got. In order to give everything you've got, you may have to separate from certain people so that you can create a balance. People around you may be creating an imbalance in your life. They may be taking you further away from what you've got to do. Like if they're in your life, they're taking up space and time. It's not like they're here saying, let me help you. They're in your life saying, can you help me? They're showing that you have a very beautiful, courageous, brave spirit. So people are, of course, naturally attracted to someone like you, because they're saying, if anybody's going to be able to help me or get this, that, or that done, it'll be Aquarius. So could you hurry up and get what this or that? Anyone who's trying to rush you, spirit saying that's who you need to separate from. If there's anyone that is trying to get you to go back down the same old path, that is someone that you're supposed to separate from for now. Take some time apart. Not necessarily saying cut them out for life, but it's more like now, this weekend is not a time to deal with that person. Okay, because we have great achievement with the Page of Pentacles, Temperance, Nine of Swords, Four of Cups. This is something that happens here that shows that you have learned that you can't worry about things that you can't control. You have learned that you can't worry about dealing with mundane topics and mundane things, the same old, same old. It's boring. You're not interested. The great achievement is saying, I realize that. Maybe before you may have indulged a little bit. Because I don't know an Aquarius that's going to indulge in stuff that's like, oh my gosh, that was so last season. Like, I'm not going to do, I'm saying Aquarius is the one that's introducing the new, introducing the trend. So I do see someone who may have been in that space and saying, you know what, the great achievement is that I realize that I'm just not interested. I don't care. I realize that that's it. It may be a great achievement because perhaps something was throwing you off balance and you couldn't figure out what it was. Maybe you didn't feel right. Maybe things weren't right. You were tired, you're exhausted, or health wise, you just didn't feel good. Your finances were funny. And it may have all been because you were still dealing with people, places, things that you weren't truly interested in and didn't realize that it was stressing you out so much. Sometimes you don't know, like something is hurting your forehead. You're like, I have a headache, and you don't realize that you have a headache because your eyebrows and your forehead is creased. And when you release that muscle, all of a sudden everything goes away. I've done that before. I'm like, why is my back hurt so bad? It's because I'm sitting here in this funny position and I'm tense in it, and I don't realize I am until I let it go. And then you come to a realization, or maybe a realization dealing with a person that they're talking about the same old thing. And when it finally hits you, like, this is boring, I do not want to talk to this person anymore, all of a sudden you feel better. I'm seeing that you may have had issues with. Some of you, you may know that this may have caused reproductive issues for some of you. Perhaps this is a person that has been really affecting your libido. Not trying to get, too personal with that. I'm just saying that they're showing that energy. Like this is someone who has completely killed your vibe. It's like you just can't even, the more when you deal with them afterwards, you just, after you talk to them on the phone, or you go to this place, or deal with this subject or something, it kills your vibe completely. So that's how you'll know as well, that you can't even get in the mood if you wanted to. That's how you'll know. Present power, Hermit, and Six of Swords. The present power is saying that you do better alone. Your strength is that you don't need anybody to get get you, like where you're getting to a better place. You don't need it. You're like, I'm seeing it after 1551, the angel number that breaks down to a singular three energy is usually, I could be the third wheel or I could be by myself. Either way, I'm gonna have a good time. And so there's something about a strength saying, I do my best work alone. I do my best introspective energy. I clean my home better by myself. I do this, whatever it is, better alone. So, discovery with the Two of Wands and Nine of Cups is a discovery that you're no longer interested in a certain path, that you want something different. You want to go in a different direction. You want to go in a new direction. Something about an event or something that happens where there's a realization of something makes you realize, right? A realization of something that also shows you, I'm not interested in that path. I want to do something new. I want my life to be balanced, and I need creative new energy. I need new. I have brilliant ideas, and I need to pursue those. Okay, there's something about you regenerating. Some of you may even be receiving an inheritance for this to come out. If you have to travel, which the Six of Swords may speak to, Two of Wands may speak to. If you have to travel, say there is something going on where you're receiving an inheritance, which it doesn't have to be an inheritance. It could be, in general, the inheritance energy could just be that you have inherited the your ancestral lineage energy. Okay, you may have the same issues that your ancestors had, right? You may have the same dynamics in your life going on as your ancestors, right? And you may also understand things from a deep level, and that is also ancestral knowledge being passed down to you through your bloodline. That could be that, right? But also, too, what I'm seeing is if you are traveling, needing to travel in any capacity or form, they want you to create a charm or talisman of power. And this is about just building something from nature. If you're about to leave and you see a feather, pick that up. If you are or a stone that just stands out to you, or a piece of bark or shells or something from nature, to create a talisman. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to look like anything. You don't have to make something that's going to be like, ooh, that looks, witchy. But anything, you just put it together, and that's something you carry with you as a talisman of power to help you travel, especially if you're traveling for work, to study something, or for pleasure. Okay. Intuition and manifestation, we have Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, and that is about knowing the truth about what you're looking for. You know what you want. I'm seeing someone who knows what they don't want for sure, and I see someone also who does know what they want. The intuition and manifestation is saying that you can create the life you desire. You just need time to see things clearly. You have been detoured, distracted for a little bit too long here. So it's time for you to focus on today, right this second, right now. Focus on your creative ideas, your creative pursuits, your brilliant ideas. Okay, and focus on the good aspects of things. You need to shine. You're meant to shine. I'm seeing eighth house energy. I said information. Eighth house energy. You would want to look into your placements of the eighth or the fourth house. This will help you to focus on your roots, the fourth house and eighth house. And this energy would tell me what your ancestors have passed down to you, and also would indicate what you need to balance out so that you may regain, if especially if you are now getting to a point where you're like, I'm not in the mood, I don't care what they do, I don't care how they look, I don't care what's happening. That would help you to regenerate that energy back. Okay, just in case, just so you know. I'm seeing the color or the flower violet. The name even may be important. That will help you to help. It's like spiritually will help to create the atmosphere of balance. Okay, that sounds good. I like it. I like it. I'm glad. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Virgo. We also have Capricorn or Taurus. So you could be a Capricorn Aquarius cusp or dealing with the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.